Agriculture, farming is a really important part of who we are in King County. But we are living in a region that has grown very rapidly over the last 2 decades. And farming and agriculture across the county are under threat. So in 2015, King County launched the Local Food Initiative program. We do have a long history in this region of preserving farmland successfully for 40 years. So we looked across the landscape and said, well, what else can we do that would grow the local food and farm economy? And farmland access is a foundational challenge. We need to bring down the cost of land for these farm businesses to get started. One of the ways that we've done that is utilizing land that King County owns and providing low or no-cost leases to farmers across the region. King County farms now support more than 50 farm businesses that traditionally would never be able to access land.
You know, I can't afford to buy a piece of land that I could use. I heard about this program through the county and I applied for it and I was fortunate enough to get it. I expect to be here until I can afford to buy some land. I want to grow more. I want to be a farmer.
We also provided funding to organizations, including Viva Farms, to go out and acquire land so that they can support farmers.
After 20 years of working in tech, in the corporate world, I just decided I'm just gonna do it. So I took the plunge and here I am.
It's such a perfect way to learn how it's done, how you can do it, and it's such a luxury that you don't really realize until you're breaking new ground in a field with grass that's this high. So
farmland access is really just kind of one piece of the puzzle. So another priority area of the food initiative has been connecting farm businesses in our rural communities with our population centers. We have provided grants for more than 10 years now, supporting organizations building those relationships across the food system. One of the organizations that's been really instrumental in helping with this connective tissue is Farm Stand Local Foods.
There's such a robust distribution system for bigger regional farms. What we wanted to do is make the urban market just as accessible to these small chemical-free farms so close to the city.
We solve the logistics and do the transportation, taking it from A to B for people. The way we make all the logistical magic work is we have different aggregation locations in the surrounding area.
So these are Skylight Farms green onions, just harvested today. Some Mamish Farms salad mix, really bright.
It's a halfway point with farms, which allows much smaller farms who on any given week might only sell a couple of cases, to drop at a point where they're not going all the way into the city, consolidate all those small farms products, and
from there we pick up the product and bring it into town. Bring it back to the warehouse.
We have cold storage and we can bring it all together, do a bunch of sorting,
and then send it out to the customer the next day.
That bigger vision for us is asking, how do we scale this across our region? And how do we do it in a way that brings everyone along?
Access to good whole foods is becoming harder and harder to find, so we want to make that accessible and easy for folks to do in all facets of their life.
We're fortunate to have different pathways for residents across the region to access food. From community-supported agriculture programs or CSA programs where residents can pick up boxes of fresh produce from the Snoqualmie Valley or the Sammamish Valley, to our nearly 40 farmers markets across the region that are open 6 days a week, year-round.
I love just being a part of a community effort to bring local food to the local people, and the food is always very delicious and very fresh.
To our work supporting hunger relief organizations in being able to acquire fresh produce from local farms.
I have been going here for a couple of months. Farmers markets and produce stands tend to be very expensive, and this comes right to where I live, so it helps a lot.
There's a lot more work to be done. And while I'm proud of our accomplishments, I'm even more proud of the fact that we've come together to develop a new vision for the next 10 years of our local food initiative strategy. It ultimately comes back to just community, to come together between urban and rural, around conservation and stewardship, around confronting the impacts of climate change, around the table. If we continue to work together to focus on these barriers, we can ensure that all residents of King County have access to fresh, healthy, locally grown food.